Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're looking into a game called Cold Waters, and it's developed by Graphite. This game is inspired by Red Storm Rising in 1988, which you can command a nuclear submarine fighting the Soviets during the Cold War. So this is basically a submarine simulators. But not like the Silent Hunter, is it what it calls? So we'll see how it performs. So let's kick the campaign 1984. Let's start a new one. I'll rename the commanders as me, and let's get started. So for easier gameplay, we just select the default one, the Los Angeles class nuclear submarine, and here we go. Okay, news. What will Ram-Kingston means? Oh, that's fast. So some other Russian news. There's a Gepard on the background. Some jet fighters. The Soviet shot down a civilian plane. Yada yada yada. Looks like a T-64 with a lot of ERAs. Alright, so here is our first missions. We're here to go to Denmark to attack a vital North Atlantic convoys. So let's accept it. Change a little bit of our equipment. Quite more a Mark 48 torpedoes instead of the harpoons. And off we go. So we want to go to, let's check the orders again. Denmark, right? I believe it's what it's called. Probably not, but it's on the top left on the map, and as you can see, there's already a enemy submarine heading towards that positions, and we're going to intercept them and hopefully sunk them. Right, news, sonar contact bearing 335, designated 01.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
At first, you definitely want to be as silent as possible. And as you can see on the screen, we already have visual contact with the enemy. Now, because I turn off the 3D modeling, wow, basically the game won't show you the enemy's position just like you are seeing right now. But I turned that off because, well, it's more easy for you guys to see what is happening, because in order to
Con sonar, new contact bearing 336, designated 01.
In order for you guys to see the actual ship's model, you need to have a 95% solutions, which translate to accuracy, something like that. For now, just so yeah. So I'm doing the sonar.
Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Sonar matching to get to classify what submarine it is. So looks like it is a Oscar. So looks like she is moving from our right to left. So what I'm gonna do is drift to the right, so hopefully get behind her into her baffles. What baffles means is I think it is 60 degrees behind the ships, so that the sonar and radar cannot it's not as effective as the other direction, so it will be harder for her to detect me. Now she's not pinging the active sonar, so there's a good chance that she do not notice me. I'm here. So as we getting closer and closer, our target solution is become better. Now just checking the distance using my torpedo plotting tools. Yeah, it's a pretty calm game while having its exciting moment. So I decided to find a torpedo. Now, for some reason, it broke the wire connecting to torpedoes right after I fired the torpedo. So.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Checking the battle book, I think what it's called, whatever. It shows the ship's specs. So the Oscar can do 30 knots. It has a 94 cruise, and she's quite quiet. Right now, she doesn't seem to have speed up or change the direction of the course. So I don't think she know that we just fire torpedoes, because if she knows, she probably will
Passing 600 feet.
definitely go to flank speed and try to get away.
Ahead, full, helm, aye.
Now because we are at her baffles, so he or she, whatever, she won't hear us.
Ahead, flank, helm,
So I can afford to go faster, try to catch up with her. And there's our torpedo.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 319. Contact faded.
Now because we are going too fast and making a lot of noise, that our sonar cannot pick up the Oscar, so we lost contact, but we know she's there. There we go. A little bit late to change the camera, but we have a direct hit on the Oscar, and she blows her balance tank in order to stay afloat, because she's taking water seriously. So in order to keep the ships afloat, she need to blow the balance tank in the last effort to stay alive.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 308.
So as we slow down, we pick up the Oscar again. She is definitely sunken in a submarine. Fortunately, well for her, there is a ocean floor, which is just below 1,000 meters, which is both our crash depth. Normally you can afford to be 1200 and still will not implode. So this is look like what it is. She just hit the floor and then dragging herself. Now I stop because even though she is definitely not going to move anywhere, she can still fire her torpedoes. So do not want her to pick up on my locations. Well, normally a submarine taking a torpedo hit will be a one-shot kill, but the size of the Oscar is so big, and she can just absorb my first torpedo hit. So I decided to fire a second one.
1/3, helm aye.
And then she start pinging with active sonar. So I probably get spotted from her positions. I'm a little worried about she firing back.
Con, torpedo room 2.
Passing 600 feet.
So I try to move. You can see my torpedoes just run up to the surface, which probably a mistake for me to setting up the torpedoes right before I fire them. Should have selected to search down instead of search up. So the torpedoes will just go right past through the Oscar. So I fire again.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
And this time I am keeping the wired, so I can change the torpedo's movement. As you can see, the first torpedo just right about the Oscar. And the second one running nice and straight. There it goes, going active. And then try to search its target. Looks like she acquired the target.
Feet.
Just for the giggles, I turn on the active searching patterns for the torpedoes, so you can hear the pinging of the torpedoes.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 308. Contact breaking up.
Right, so she's definitely sunk now. Eat 2 of my torpedoes, so And in the process, we do not hear any other submarines,
Con,
so
torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
it's pretty sure to say that we are alone. Alright, so leave the combat, sung an Oscar nice, and finish our missions. Alright, more news. Convoy protected. Very nice. So here is another mission that our officer gave to me. Some commandos will land from a submarine in the vicinity of Norway. So we need to intercept them and possibly sink the submarine. But for now, I think that's quite of an introductions, and I will see you in the next Cold Water videos.